Hi everybody, and welcome to the final Christmas video from Claudia at We're Just Two Sisters. I have now finished all of my Christmas items. I know that it's a little bit late in the season. I got off to a little bit of a late start in going up to Idaho and helping to care for my sister, and she's doing absolutely wonderful, by the way, and we are so appreciative of our answered prayers and all the well wishes that we received. She's doing just awesome. So this is, again, the last of my Christmas items. You'll find it on our Etsy shop. There's a big sale going on there because I did get a little bit of a late start. So this is a small one. It's 7 inches by 5 inches. And it only has about a 3/4 of an inch spine. But that doesn't mean it's not full of just wonderful things. And this one is very vintage. The book itself is very old. Many of the papers are very old. In fact, the papers were somewhat fragile to the point where I did not want to sew any lace or ribbon onto them for fear that they would compromise the integrity of the paper. So you'll see that a little bit as we go through and check it out. So this has a really pretty ribbon here that is detachable. And on the front is this beautiful illustration that is embossed in the corners. And it has these really pretty metal corners on two sides, top and bottom of the illustration. It's sewn both around the edge of the background and around the illustration itself. On the back is a similar illustration of vintage Santa, and also has the embossing and the two corner little metal pieces. So I just love this one. I just love the way it feels. I love the way it fits in my hands, and just something about it that I'm really very, very fond of. So let's take a look inside. The inside cover has a slit pocket with quite a few things. There's tags, cards, and on this side, which is very vintage paper, is a repair tag, Santa's Workshop. Maybe Santa's repairing a toy. It's a library little card thing that goes inside a library book. Has this great little illustration. It says, "Have yourself a merry little Christmas." There's some sheet music. Some very old vintage wrapping paper. There's a waterfall 3-pocket that's just full of good stuff, almost like a stocking. It's got a tag at the top, 2 tags here, a card, another card, a little round tag that says "One and All," and "Merry Christmas" here at the bottom. Some very old vintage craft ideas. Like, as I said, lots of vintage paper in this one. Here's a large pocket that has this piece of ephemera. It says "Gingerbread." Another pocket here, which is missing a fun and wonderful thing. So I'll just grab a little doodad here just to show you that there's a pocket there. And I will make sure that when this gets listed on the Etsy shop, that it has lots of little wonderful things in there. Every once in a while I miss one. Here's some of my own stencil dyed, coffee dyed paper. My own echo dyed paper using flowers and leaves from my garden. Some lined paper. And I like to leave the little doodads here. This is the center of the first signature. Again, lots of blank pages. I would say that this one is lightly embellished because I thought that it was just a wonderful journal for someone to write on and, you know, keep for generations to come, of lots of wisdom and notes to younger self and memories of Christmas. And Here's another of that book that had the pages of Santa crafts that you could do yourself. Here's another waterfall pocket that has cards and tags and a little envelope. No place like home for the holidays. The other side of that wrapping paper. Second signature, again, my Echo dyed paper. There's a little snippet that I cluster that I glued to this page. This little guy here can hang off the side. So, I think that's bridge. There's a corner pocket that has some sheet music and a tag. It's a double pocket. Here is a belly band. Pine plank with this beautiful pine tree. This guy just unwraps like so. And you can open up the front one first, and it is a kind of a flip open folio. It has this Jingle All the Way little tag that goes in that pocket, a little tablet here. Then you can open it yet again. It has a 3 pocket that has several little things and another writing tablet. Stockings. This guy just wraps around, and when you get here, you simply tuck this one under here, and it just kind of hangs down. You can slip that up inside the belly band. You gotta kind of see where everything goes. Excuse me. Some really fun pages. Again, so much of this paper is pretty fragile, but at the same time, it's also very sturdy. Excuse me, I'm going to have a little sip of wine. Maybe that will help. Cheers. Much better. Little circle pocket with quite a few things. The final signature is relatively small. So sorry. And this little slit pocket says Holly Jolly. It has this really cute little tag that says Faith Over Fear, a little boy, a bookmark, and another little fun little tag that just opens as so. And again, this one is what I would call lightly embellished. And a lot of people, you know, it's just your own preference. People sometimes like them to be very embellished, and some people like them to be very little embellished, and some people like them somewhere in between. So I try to make a combination. This has a fun little pocket right here that you could put pretty much anything you wanted to in. And whatever you decide that you might want to put inside this one, as you can see, it's a little bit see-through. So if you put something inside, you'd be able to see it through that very thin paper there. It's kind of fun. More of my coffee-dyed papers. Another little pocket, the other side of that little bag. More of those little craft magazine, really old vintage craft magazine. Come on. Okay. Oh, it was a little tiny bit stuck there. And this is the very back cover. It has this beautiful reindeer. Down here it simply says Believe. Here is another belly band. And I like to put those tags on the outside. And got to take it out first though. So this one just unwraps like the others. This really delicate little gold string there. There's a tiny little flip folio on the front. Has a pocket with some tags, a little teeny tiny tablet. And then when you open it this way, it has two pockets. One says candy canes. Baby, it's cold outside. And this lovely little lady. Approved hot chocolate with a little tablet. And then this guy here goes in this pocket. I'll show you how I like to put it there at the end. So this one just wraps around. I wrap it around like 4 times, and then this goes right through there. Sometimes it's easier if you wrap towards the bottom like that, and then you can wrap this little cord right around like that. And this has a little red guy here. And then once you slip this into the belly band, okay, come on, I know you want to go in there. Of course you do. What's nice is you can take the little tag, put it in the pocket, and then it just kind of holds everything in place. So that is the end of this little vintage journal. Again, relatively plain on the outside. I sometimes feel like I clutter them by putting too much. So I have purposefully left these a little bit plainer just because I thought they were just too beautiful to muck up with a bunch of stuff. This one is going to be available in the Etsy store. And so that's www.we'rejusttwosisters.etsy.com. That's We're Just Two Sisters with the number 2.etsy.com. And I hope that you've enjoyed the video. I hope you are already having a peaceful and wonderful holiday season. I hope that you can relax and enjoy the season and enjoy the time that with friends and family and loved ones. And I hope that you've enjoyed walking through this little journal flip through. Come back often. This, as I said, is the last of the Christmas things. There's still a few things left to purchase, although most items have already sold. But you can purchase this one in our Etsy shop. And I appreciate your time and hope you come back soon. Thank you.